It was a dark and stormy day in the year 2020. An intergalactic storm blew Mork's spacecraft off course coming through the Milky Way. I forgot to tell you there's audience participation in this one. When we say Mork, you remember Mork and Mindy, don't you? Nanu, nanu. And when we say Mindy, hi there. All right. An intergalactic storm blew Mork's spacecraft off course coming through the Milky Way. Coming through the Earth's atmosphere, he ran out of fuel and had to make an emergency landing near Cedar City, Utah. Completely unfamiliar with his location and surroundings, he whipped out his trusty PDA to determine his plan of action. Mork learned that there was a saline fuel station near Salt Lake City, 250 miles to the north. Fortunately, Mork's spacecraft would run on saline fuel, but he had to figure out how to get from Cedar City to Salt Lake City. From his PDA, Mork was able to access the public transit information and schedule for the entire state of Utah, which was, of course, completely coordinated. He learned that he could take a high-speed train from Cedar City to Salt Lake City, which would get him there in 60 minutes. Because Mork was stranded 10 minutes from the nearest bus stop, he was able to order a special circumstances bus to pick him up and take him to the Intermodal Transportation Center in Cedar City, where he boarded the Backrunner train to Salt Lake City. On the train, Mork met Mindy. Hi there. Mork was intrigued with Mindy because she used a unique mode of mobility. Mindy did not walk. Rather, she used a great form of transportation, known as a wheelchair. Mork noticed how effortlessly Mindy was able to navigate the stairs, the aisles, and the platforms of the train in her chair. Mork gathered his courage and approached Mindy to ask her who had designed the train to accommodate her unique needs.
Excuse me, but I must ask you about this amazing system. Where I am from, we have a lot of technology, but nothing as smoothly integrated as this. Please explain this to me and how it was developed.
Well, it's not always been this way. I remember a conference that happened in our state about 12 years ago called the Future Search Conference. 8 groups of stakeholders gathered to discuss the challenges facing the citizens of Utah surrounding transportation issues. At that point in time, we had many challenges. We were charged with identifying what we wanted in public transportation and what we wanted our public transportation to look like in our area and how we were going to meet the needs of our population. We had to convince all of the stakeholders from the state government, local government, special interest groups, riders, human services to come together and work to solve the difficult issues. Working together, they rallied public support to change sentiment regarding the use of public transportation, and they helped convince local politicians and legislators to fund a new system of transportation. But if you really want to see how the system works and also see more of our great state, why don't you come on a trip with me? I am taking the Backrunner to Salt Lake, then getting on the Sidewinder to go to Moab, doing a little sightseeing, and then taking the Sidewinder back to Cedar City. Mork agreed to travel with Mindy, picking up his saline fuel order on the way. He returned to his planet with plans to hold a Future Search conference and develop a transit plan that would shape the future of transportation for the entire galaxy. Okay, in our long discussions, we actually came up with 3 things that we think highlight what we would like our future in transportation to look like. We want it to be a dynamic system that identifies needs and allocates resources accordingly. And we'd also like to see it track the results of these changes. We'd also like it to be comprehensive, to include different modes of transportation, which brings us into choice. That one mode of transportation is not necessarily the only way to go, and that with choice we give ourselves more options and are better able to serve needs. Woo!